bullets instead of bread.
People come here for food, they come here for shelter.
As the suspected shooter walked in with 100 or so others.
For something like this to happen here is unimaginable.
Pastor Peterson Mingo was nearby, heard the gunfire. Witnesses say the shooter opened up on a 28-year-old man, shot the woman they were at odds over, and fired again at the same man. Police arrested him outside.
There was no incident in the apprehension. He was cooperated and submitted to his arrest.
Staff was shaken by this sudden spasm of violence where the homeless, jobless, mentally ill, marginalized, elderly, day laborers all congregate for meals, assistance, and fellowship. Disputes and eruptions occur, but nothing to this magnitude. Veteran Ron Carter's been coming here for 30 years.
Tensions rises, it's cold, no money, and people have a tendency to act out.
I mean, you've got 400 people who are all having a tough time of it. But usually it's a place of peace and safety, and people have a good meal and just hang out.
The bullet that put a hole in this window just missed the head of a volunteer about to serve meals to seniors. Some say the fight over the woman who was shot had been going on since at least the middle of the night. Several shots, people scattering in every direction, weapon waving in the air at one point, a personal end-of-rope flurry of gunfire, a violent crime of passion for which there is frequently no warning.
We try to be vigilant, but you can't predict situations like this, no matter how hard you try.
Our Daily Bread is going to remain closed for a few days, we are told by the executive director. In light of what happened here, they will look at increasing security and giving staff some space to deal with the trauma of what they witnessed at the top of this day. Live and over the Rhine, John London, WLWT News 5.
Yeah, pretty frightening, John. Thank you. It was cold this morning and our Daily Bread was crowded.
Dozens of people were inside at the time, many of them homeless, all of them stunned as that gunfire rang out. WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick joining us live now with the story you'll see only on 5. Brian?
Yeah, Mike, when people realized there was a shooter inside, they ran, they ducked under chairs, they got under tables. No one knew who would be next. And some people here called the victim a friend. As the gunfire broke out,
heard four to 5 shots.
So did the chaos.
Then he came out, boom, 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 boom. I'm thinking he's shooting more people.
This group of friends scattered as the bullets started to fly.
I got on the table.
I'm trying to get out the way. We ended up back there in the kitchen.
These are exclusive pictures as a man was taken into custody the moments after the shooting. Police say he didn't put up a fight and was calmly loaded into a police cruiser.
First he was outside. He left. He came back with a gun.
Lawrence Banks was just a few feet away from it all.
He came in, he saw the guy that he had the altercation with. As soon as he saw him, he pulled the gun out his waistband, shot the guy in the stomach, went over, shot the girl who was messing with the guy, shot her, came back, shot the guy that was laying on the ground again.
I knew it was a gunshot. I turned, I see my friend on the ground laying there holding his stomach.
Ronald Amos says the victim was part of a close circle of his friends.
I'm homeless, and everybody you see right here is family to me, because we always be around each other, and we met him, and then he became part of our family.
Tough when a group that has little but their friends, and now they've lost one of them. Now, witnesses tell us this was over the woman who was shot. That's what the fight was about. It actually started earlier, about 5:30 in the morning, with a fist fight up the street, and then continued at about 8:45 with the shooting. Last check, the woman was in critical condition. Reporting live, Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.